Hi, my name is Magnus, and today I would like to give a few tips on how to buy clothes as a trans person. Clothes have always been important to our self-expression. The colors that we use, the style or type of clothes that we use, they are all tools to express our identities. Now, shopping for new clothes can be a form of validation, especially if you're using the stereotypes for what is masculine or feminine. What I can say is, more than anything, be patient. Male clothes, for example, are made for a boxy or triangular figure, and so it's hard for people to cover hips, waist, or the chest. Pre-designed clothes will not fit you perfectly or most of the time. So you have to learn to work around what you have and what you can find. You might get desperate like me and buy just whatever you find. So try to be patient. Take your time and search many shops before buying something. So the first time, most of the clothes are not gonna fit so well. So take the first outing as a getting to know your body, getting to understand what works and what doesn't. Then, without further ado, these are my tips. First, go with someone that knows your style, but also knows about your transition and how you are dealing with it, that can understand your transition. Not only it helps not only practically with choosing the items themselves, but also emotionally when you are overwhelmed with the choices. Second, buy what you totally love, what you can't even wait to start using. Even a sliver of doubt can signify a mountain of, of stress, and you may not buy something that you're going to actually use. You may never use it again. Third, for the changing rooms, you have two strategies. The first one is to just take what you are, your selections, and go to the changing room that goes with the identity that you are portraying or that you are looking at or you are presenting, and just not show as little as you can of what you have decided to try on, and just go in and go out. The second one is to boldly go to where your identity fits in the changing rooms. If anyone gives you any grief, just for the changing room checker or anything, asked to speak with the manager on duty, most managers realize that a satisfied client is more money, is a repeating client. And they don't really care about the color of your color of skin or your gender or your identity. They just care about the money, which sounds horrible, but it is what it is. And you can also ask the person that is going with you to help you out with the situation, speaking for you to the manager or to the clerk that is basically being an asshole. Either option, of course, is gonna depend on the laws and the regulations of your country. Do what is the safest for you. If there are laws of no discrimination, then you can use them to back up your presence in the changing rooms. But if the country where you live hasn't arrived there yet, you do have to be very careful and decide what is the safest choice for you to follow. Fourth, to save up time and to avoid buying something that you're not gonna be using, take your time prior to your outing to check out what works with your body type, with your measurements, or with your body itself, how it looks. There's some pages where you can find what works, usually following stereotypes, of course. And for example, form-fitting clothes or styles can have the tendency to emphasize the wrong bulges. So you can use that knowledge to separate what you want to try on and what you don't really care about or you don't want to. Things like if you have broad shoulders, then a square cut shoulders make them look broader. If you have big feet, wide bottom legs on slacks make them look smaller, and etc. You can find other tutorials or blogs about body types and shapes that can help you find what styles or types of clothes work the best for you. Fifth, if you are not comfortable yet, you can always do the purchases online, but you will need to know your measurements, your correct measurements, because you won't be able to try on most of the time the clothes. So taking them can be quite distressing. Taking the measurements. So try to do them just one time and have some activities prior and after to decompress and relax. 6, shop inside the community, the LGBT plus community. There's stores that are becoming more and more, there's LGBT plus stores that are becoming more and more common. So you can just Google the closest one to you or the one that makes purchases online and ships them to you. You can also search for inclusive brands or stores. I'll be leaving a few links that I have found where you can find a list of stores that are owned by LGBT plus people. 7, thrift stores can be cheap source of items, but you won't necessarily be able to try them on, and it takes a long time to and perseverance to find adequate items. Be extremely patient there. Some really cool things could be hidden there, but it takes time. Number 8, try to shop for clothing that will match what you already have. If you already have a few items in your closet that you like, try to match them up with what you are buying so that you already know what you're going to be using it with. For example, if you buy something because it looks really pretty, but later realize that it doesn't go with anything that you have, or that it doesn't look good on you, then you won't be using it and it will be wasted money. 9, if you're buying a bra, it might be best to try them on in person at the store. Then when you have a good idea of the size that you need, you can order them online. That might work just fine. Warning though, sizing on bras are a hell of a mess. Every manufacturer can have their own measurements, so be very careful with that. 10, if you want to accentuate your hips and or your waist, leggings can be the perfect item for you, especially so if they're paired up with a tunic top or a short dress. They hug your figure, and they are very easy to color coordinate with other items, and they can look really well. 11. Accessories. Hats, jewelry, scarves, handbags. They can all be a complement to your outfit or change the style in a second. They can also distract the attention from areas you don't want people to be focusing on, or draw attention to areas that you want to highlight. For example, long earrings can highlight your neck, the length of your neck, while small earrings can highlight your hair. And finally, 12. Try not to feel pressured or to dress as a stereotype. You don't need to look super feminine or super manly. The most important thing is for you to feel good with yourself, happy with your look, and how you present yourself to you. In the end, just you do you. Either way, I hope these tips were helpful. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share and like and subscribe if you like. No problem with that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!